Let's dive in, shall we? Now imagine, just for a moment, that you're holding the keys to unlocking a whole new level of yourself, your potential, your confidence, your energy. It's there right in front of you. You've always had it, and yet, sometimes, it feels like there's this invisible wall, a kind of weight that pulls you back, a pattern that keeps you stuck in a loop of self-sabotage. Ever felt that? You try to move forward, but some part of you stops you. Now the truth is, this isn't a mistake. You weren't meant to be stuck. What if that blockage, that inner resistance, isn't the enemy? What if it's the exact sign that you need to pay attention to? Because, my friend, every single challenge holds the key to breaking free. Let's just break that down, shall we? You see, in the dance of life, everything comes from a belief. And your beliefs, they shape your reality, they shape your world. And when those beliefs are out of sync with what you truly want, the sabotage starts. But here's the kicker. You can change them. Right now, you might feel like the things you believe about yourself, your worth, your abilities, your limits, are beyond your control, but they're not. They never were. They were just habits, just old stories that you told yourself over and over again. And guess what? You can rewrite those stories. You're the author. Take a second to think about this. What do you do when you feel self-sabotage creeping in? Maybe you freeze. Maybe you procrastinate. Maybe you beat yourself up. You have your patterns, right? Here's the wild thing. Those patterns, they're not fixed. They're like loops in your mind, grooves in a record, repeating, because you've been conditioned to expect the same outcome. But the record can change. The song can be remixed. You have the power to break the pattern. And I know you've tried to break free before, haven't you? You've tried to push through those blockages. But when the fear kicks in, the inner critic starts speaking, loud and obnoxious, like an over-caffeinated hamster on a wheel. You can't do this. It's too hard. What'll people think? That voice, you've heard it before, right? That inner voice that's always ready to stop you dead in your tracks. But it's just a lie. That voice is nothing more than an old habit. It's not you. It's the echo of years of thinking, of conditioning, and now it's time to shut it the hell down. It's all about seeing the truth. Your mind is like a garden, and your thoughts, they're the seeds you plant. You plant the seed of self-doubt, and guess what? You grow weeds, and water those weeds with fear, worry, and guilt. But it's time to plant new seeds. Seeds of self-belief, of trust, of absolute knowing that you're worthy of everything you desire. You plant these seeds in the rich soil of your own mind, and watch how they blossom. You water them with positive thoughts, actions, and vision. It's that simple. So let's make this really clear. Self-sabotage is just an old habit. It's the shortcut that your brain takes when it feels uncomfortable. But you're in charge here. When you step up to the plate, you interrupt the old patterns, those deep-rooted fears. You start showing your brain it's okay to change, to grow, to evolve. Think about a time when you actually succeeded. Think about something you've done that was hard as hell, but you crushed it anyway. You got through it. Maybe it took some time. Maybe you stumbled, but you did it. You moved through the discomfort. You didn't let the fear take the wheel. Remember that feeling of triumph, of knowing you're more than capable of handling anything. That's your power, and you've had it all along. Now let me ask you something. Why the hell are you letting fear and doubt hold you back now? Listen, It's not because you don't have the capability. It's not because you're not good enough. You're just caught in a pattern. You've trained your mind to take the old route. That's just habit. And habits can be changed. Self-sabotage is nothing more than confusion. Your brain gets caught in a loop and doesn't know which way to go. The trick is to disrupt that loop. And how do you do that? By confusing the hell out of it first. And then boom. You introduce new beliefs, new patterns, new pathways. It's like a GPS. If you're driving down the same old road, stuck in the same traffic, you're not going to get anywhere fast. But when you tell the GPS to take a different route, you instantly get a whole new map, a whole new set of options. Now let's get into it. You're not stuck. You just have to change the map. And how do you do that? By changing the belief that you're driving the car. You want to stop the self-sabotage. You need to make your beliefs stronger than your doubts. You need to shift your mindset so your focus is on possibility, not on past failure. This isn't about pushing harder. This isn't about forcing things. It's about understanding. The moment you change your perception, the whole world shifts. And that shift, it happens in your mind first. You have to change the lens to which you see yourself and the world around you. Are you starting to get this? Are you starting to feel the power of this shit? Let's take a breath and think about this. The key to transformation is the willingness to embrace discomfort. When you get comfortable with discomfort, when you stop running from the fear, it no longer controls you. The truth is, growth requires discomfort. But when you understand the discomfort, it's simply your brain rewiring itself, your mind expanding. You realize it's not scary after all. In fact, discomfort is the sign that you're on the right path. So now let's interrupt that loop. Let's introduce a new thought. You're always growing. Every step, even the missteps, they're part of your expansion. Every time you fall, you get stronger. Every time you succeed, you get more confident. That's your pattern now. That's the new rhythm you're in. What if I told you that every belief you hold about yourself, about success, and about failure is flexible? It's all malleable. What if every setback could be reframed as the setup for your next big win? How much power would that give you? Now think about this. What if every time you felt resistance, you just leaned in? What if instead of running from it, you said, oh, here it is. This is the moment where I break through. Instead of thinking I can't, you think, how can I? Every moment of resistance is an invitation for transformation. Every moment of fear is a cue to rewire your beliefs. And you can do this. You can learn to focus to break the pattern and to disrupt the cycle of sabotage. You've been running your whole life with a faulty map, but now you have a new route, a new way forward. You're not your past. You're not your mistakes. You're the evolution of all those things. And now it's time to make new choices. Choices to reflect your highest self. So here's what I want you to take away. Your mind is a garden. You plant the seeds. You water them with your action, your beliefs, and your energy. And you grow what you want to grow. Now plant those seeds, water them, let them grow. Let your new belief take root. And watch how your life starts to shift. The world is waiting for you to step into your power. And you're already on your way. Because the moment you realize how much power you have, the game changes.